She was an actress with big potential. Then Brittany Murphy died young.
Over the past 3 decades, mysterious deaths and chilling attempts have followed some of the biggest names in music and entertainment. But these aren't random tragedies. Many of these individuals were connected, either personally or professionally, to Sean Diddy Combs and Sean Jay-Z Carter. Is it all just coincidence, or something darker beneath the surface? In the shadows of success lie stories untold, names whispered, legacies unfinished. Before the headlines, before the crash, there was a connection. Aaliyah Dana Houghton, the princess of R&B, had caught the eye of not just the world, but 2 of the most powerful men in hip-hop, Jay-Z and Dame Dash. Rumors swirled that Jay-Z was interested first, but it was his Rockefeller partner, Dame Dash, who ultimately became her lover. Still, Aaliyah's name was always tied to both men, and the world she was stepping deeper into was anything but innocent.
Allegedly, Sean Carter is responsible for enacting Hype Williams to put Aaliyah on a faulty plane to move her out the way as punishment for rejecting him, and so he could level up Beyonce, who was struggling. Let's just say allegedly that happened. Now I want you to think about 106th and Park with Mary J. Blige. Free, who is a victim of Sean Carter. Yeah. Mary J. Blige, who is a victim of Sean Combs, are sitting there talking about the death of Aaliyah amongst each other.
The memory of Aaliyah.
I don't even know what to say. I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring proof. You know what I'm saying? For what I learned. And she just was cut down in the prime of her life. And it's so unfair. And it wasn't time. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't, I believe it wasn't her time to go, because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that.
More than just an R&B princess, Aaliyah was a rising queen who captured the hearts of millions. But what most don't know is that before her tragic plane crash at just 22 years old, she had romantic ties to both Jay-Z and his business partner friend, Dame Dash. She was also seen partying in circles with Diddy. After her death, questions were raised about the rushed flight she boarded, one that should have never taken off overweight, overloaded, and under pressure. Was it bad luck, or was someone trying to silence her before she could rise too far?
You're speaking on something where you're saying, I wish that situation would be investigated further.
No, to be investigated. Period.
Period.
It was never investigated. Hype was never questioned. Lenny Kravitz made a statement, and it was never publicized. She was unconscious. She didn't choose to get on that plane. There were phone calls made. There are witnesses who signed NDAs. Why would you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement about a plane crash and what happened leading up to it?
So many questions, and still no real answers. If Lenny Kravitz offered a safer plane, why was it turned down? Who made that call, and why? Jaguar Wright's words added fuel to a fire already burning in silence, but she wasn't the only one raising her voice. Recently, someone much closer to Aaliyah, her boyfriend at the time of her death, began to wonder out loud. Was there more to her death than just mechanical failure? Could jealousy have played a part?
I don't know what I don't even know. I can't even like I don't even want to go down that kind of a rabbit hole. It's just too crazy to think that me as a regular dude was in something that was just, you know, so dark, evil, and so strong, and Paul is powerful, that shit like this could even be almost a reality. When I look at things, like, again, a lot of things are weird right now. So I'm reflecting a lot. So I'm thinking, I'm like, well, homie might, you know, he was salty a little bit because he was trying to get at Aaliyah and I was trying to get at her. And I know that there are people that benefited from her death. If any of that is true, I'd have to talk to a therapist.
Congratulate you on that. I have to thank all of you guys for that. Thank you. And we need a resolution. Did so good on the countdown. And we gotta know what the next video is. And I hope you're saying it's a song I love.
Yes, it's Rock the Boat.
Yes.
It's Rock the Boat.
Yeah. Now when can we expect that?
I shoot the video tomorrow.
The plane crash that killed a rising star in the world of music and film. Reaction today after Aaliyah and 8 others were killed when their plane went down. Good evening, I'm Lauren Glassbergen for Sandra Bookman.
And I'm Tim Fleischer. The plane, just after taking off for Florida in perfect weather, suddenly plummeted to the ground. Investigators now saying one of the engines apparently failed. Along with 8 passengers, Aaliyah, a young Brooklyn native and a talented singer and actress.
Aaliyah was more than an icon. She was love, light, and legacy. But behind it all, something felt off. A refused private jet, a last-minute overloaded flight, and too many powerful names circling her in the final days. Was it a tragic accident? Or was Aaliyah caught in something much bigger? Something built on jealousy, silence, and control.
It's been 20 years since she died in a fiery plane crash, and serious questions still linger. Was she drugged before she got on that doomed flight? What really caused this plane to nosedive back to Earth just a minute after takeoff?
I guess I think homie has to answer some questions right now. But if he doesn't, it just, you know, again, it's going to make people ask more questions. And me, as a person that knew him, you know, I'm very curious to know